Good morning and happy Vlogentine day 7. It is Wednesday. It is the day after my birthday. What could be better? Except it continuing to be my birthday and me never having to go back to work. But here we are. It is Wednesday. It's a little bit earlier. As you maybe can tell, I am already dressed. Goodness, I am already dressed and showered, and it is a busy day today. So I woke up, I did some yoga, I checked some emails. I have a client that's scheduled, I scheduled with them last minute at 10:30, which is just 15 minutes from now. And then I have to head into the office for 2 assessment cases. One is feedback and one is an intake. So it's going to be a busy day. I'm trying to make sure I have everything ready to go before I have to head into the office, because what I will probably do is after my client, I'll eat really quickly here and then hit the road so I don't have to bring lunch with me. That feels silly. But I've been doing a lot of cleaning up, getting stuff together here, and prep for a next project, because right now I have nothing mindless on my needles. I have my flares, which are still drying, and I have this new cabled sweater vest design that is certainly not, I can't do it without looking, especially the front panel. It should be done in a day or two, but for today and movie knitting, things like that, I don't have anything. So I'm going to be doing some prep, and let me show you what I came up with. We have my leftovers from the Solstice, the Solstice Advent from Cozy Posy Yarn Co. 2022. I created a fade this way and this way, so I rearranged things differently from my Radvent cardigan, and I think this is even smoother now that I know what the colorways look like knit up, worked up. And what I've done is I took all of these leftovers, I weighed this cutting board so I knew what to subtract. I put all the leftovers on it, and then I figured out how much total yardage I have, or grams really, and then how many grams would be half. So the Solstice and Grain is supposed to be 400 grams of yarn. This is just under 200. So it's going to be about half the size, but I still think it's going to be a really nice size shawl. 2 skeins feels like a good size. Not huge, but it'll be nice. And I figured out the halfway point is right about here. So I'm going to increase until that point, and then I'm going to start decreasing down to here. And I'm going to grab my first yarn and cast on. Also not exactly sure what I'm going to do with fading and striping. I might just, because not all my yarns are the same weight. So I might just weigh until maybe 2 grams, or at the end when it's longer, it'd be 3 grams. I have to play around with that and stripe just a row or 2 to fade it in. Or I could just work straight because this fade is pretty smooth. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But for now, I'm going to cast on because I have about 10 minutes before my client. I just finished up with my client, and now, let's see if I can throw you on here. I'm going to put on my shoes and head into the office. I took all of my shoes. I don't know why. So I have very small feet. I'm a 4.5, and it's very difficult for me to find shoes. I sometimes have to spend more than I would like on shoes. Or even if I don't, I want my shoes to last me a long time, because it's not like I can just go out to the store and replace them if they get worn out. I though some other people do. So I keep all of my shoes with like the cardboard things in them to keep them filled, in the bags, in the boxes. Is that normal? Am I the only one who does this? Let me know. But I'm heading into the office, and maybe I'll check in with you soon. It's now 4:35. I just got home from work. I should take my shawl off. I have like layers of clothes on. It was a busy day at work. Unexpectedly so, but that is okay. It's nice to like your job and your work that you're doing. I feel like whenever I turn that on, it's so bright. I'm sorry. But I realized I have not yet edited yesterday's Vlogentine. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now and sit down. Sorry, going dark. I'm going to sit down at my laptop, edit that, do a little bit of mindless knitting while I'm editing, which is always nice. And then I'm thinking I'm going to open my fiber for today for my Advent, and then maybe spin a little or knit a little on my vest. I'm not sure. I guess we'll see how I feel after editing and opening fiber. I guess you'll find out soon. Video is exporting. Michael came home. We were chatting for a little bit, so there was a bit of a change in our weekend plans. Actually, my mom and Mickey were supposed to be coming out to visit this weekend, but we had a family friend who passed away unexpectedly, and they're going to have a wake funeral service for him this Monday. So instead, I think we're just going to stay in New Jersey for the entirety of the weekend, but we were just figuring out some of those plans. My video is exporting, and it's time to open day 7. I also, while I was waiting for the video to export and upload and all of that, looked up because I was like, this is going to be 3.5 ounces of fiber that are like this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because I'm spinning about 1/2 ounce per day, and my bobbin, my woolly winder bobbin, is barely full. So I was like, I wonder how much it can hold, and I googled it, and it says it can easily hold up to 8 ounces of fiber. So I don't know if this is a good idea or not. I'd basically have I was going to say a double skein, but that's not true. It would be a very large skein of yarn. But that's kind of nice to have one really large skein of yarn, and then I'll use as much as I need, break it, and then still have the rest of the yarn. So I think I'm going to do that. But let's look at this fiber, shall we? Does anyone else love the sound? Oh, this is silk. What is this? BFL silk, and a look at this. Is like so much pink, deep reds, pink, mauves. So we're picking up some of this in here. That's fun, going away from green and orange all together. So that's really cool. And this seems like it has a very high silk content. The other one that I spun seemed like it was maybe lesser silk content or like brushed into it more. And I don't know if I loved spinning it, honestly. I think it was, let me see, it wasn't Falkland. It was from Falkland, and then it was Polworth silk. And I think I've never spun with Polworth either. So I think it was maybe like the staple length, or it just took me a little bit to adjust to. I think once I got going, it was fine and it wasn't bothersome. But I'll have to remember that for this one, which has kind of been a cool journey through this whole thing because I'm trying so many different fibers, incorporating them together and really sometimes going from one right into the other and needing to take a minute to readjust and get back to, hold on, you're doing something new and different now. This is different. Which end was which? This end. So I'll braid this up. And then Michael had a really late lunch. He said he ate at like 3:30. So he was not ready to eat dinner anytime soon. So I just had a little snack. He's going to work out. So now I think I'm going to spin for a little. Oh yeah, look at it. I think I'm going to spin for a little. Throw this BFL silk card into here. But first, before I spin, I'm going to go put on something comfortable because I'm still in my work clothes and I don't want to be anymore. It's only 6 o'clock, but I honestly might put on pajamas. Doesn't make sense to waste another outfit, right? I don't think so. Before dinner, I spun more than a day and a half's worth of colors for my 5-hour advent because I couldn't stop spinning. I almost finished day 7, which I would have kept doing if Michael didn't come home and put dinner literally on the table that I was sitting at. I don't blame him. I'm just saying I was not going to stop anytime soon. And then while we were like finishing dinner and watching TV, I've been working on this design. I'm loving it. It's really fun working cables. I'm not following any cable charts. I'm just making them up. So that's kind of cool. But for now, I'm putting this away because it's time to go play Overcooked. And I'm really excited. But I'm also a bit grumpy right now, and I'm worried that if we don't do well, I'm gonna get angry. So hopefully we do well. We're starting at some easy rounds because we've already played this before on Sophie and Alex's. Although it's 2 games combined, so I'm not sure if it will be exactly the same, but we'll see. 2 hours later, and my neck hurts from staring at the TV and having tension. Michael, that was the opposite of what I needed to do. Knitting calms me down. That made me more tense. Someone's not very good with cooperative games. And it's not me, because I'm very good at cooperative games. Anyway, I guess that's all for tonight. Tomorrow is lots of pattern design work. So I'm going to wake up, do some yoga. I think I have like 2 orders maybe to send out. I just had some minis that I needed to wind. And did I say yoga? Yeah, then I'm going to be working on this. My goal is to finish the front panel. Write up another pattern. Finish the back panel. Get a testing call out. That's a lot. But maybe I'll do that over the next 2 days. So tomorrow, front panel, pattern written. That seems like a lot. We'll see what we can do. Okay?
Left all your stuff downstairs for me.
Michael, those are going to hurt your eyes.
Edna, Mom.
Okay.
That actually went with my hat real nicely.
They did. Maybe I should take that hat back. You heard me.
Yeah. This is a face of disbelief.
Okay, good night.
Good night,